We're singing something everybody knows. Everybody come on. Come on. Everybody come your hands in the sanctuary. Everybody knows that we're doing it together. Everybody say, I don't know what you come to do. Let me hear you say,
I don't know what you come to do.
blow your mind. Wave your hand if you got a testimony. Shout it if you do. 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 What I've been through. What I've been through. What I've been through. What I've been through. Let me testify right there. I've gone through the fire and I've been through the flood. I've been brought into peace. Y'all ain't got no test. See lightning flash from above. But through it all, oh God have mercy, that you love me and you did, and you never put more on me than everybody clap me. You've been good, good, good to me. You've been good, good, good to me. You've been good. You've been good. You've been good. You've been good. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Lord, you know you've been so good. Lord, you know you've been so good. You watched over me all day long. Lord, you know you've been so. One more, let me testify. Lord, you know you spared my life. Lord, you know you spared my life. You watched over me all day long. Lord, you know you spent my life. One more, that's my last one. Lord, you know you made a way. Lord, you know you made a way. You watched over me all day long. Lord, you know you made a way. You moved mountains. You called the walls with you. Perform miracles. You moved mountains. You moved. You called the walls. Perform miracles. There is nothing that's impossible. And we're standing.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to midday. Good. Is there a fan or something blowing on, honey, in here? The noise is, I can't take that noise. Good afternoon to everybody that's on. Can you hit like, tag, and share? Can you hit like, tag, and share? Can you hit like, tag, and share? Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Have you ever, is something about those bathroom fans or noise or dripping water? That thing could just wear me out. It could wear me out. Hey, Mother D, welcome, welcome, welcome to midday. Good afternoon, everybody. It is Thursday. I'm so thankful that you're on. Sister Betty, what's going on, beautiful? Thank you for joining midday. To everybody that's on, hit like, tag, and share. Let them know that we are lunching and brunching, and it's going down at midday or at noonday on midday. Tongue twister. Listen, I just want to do a quick recap and talk about what we talked about this week in case this was your first day joining. We talked about this week, turning your frustration into fuel, turning it, switching it, not letting it sit on you, right? Well, today I'm going to just kind of digress from that topic, that conversation. And I wanted to end up this week at midday and talking about if you are investing or getting into something, right? Sister Betty, do your homework. Do your homework. Do your investigation. Google, Chat GPT. Put your time in. Scout out the land. Look their name up. If you're getting into a relationship, go through their Facebook. I know it might seem like it's a monitoring spirit or it might be crazy, but it could save you so much time. And I'll tell you why. I'm not just talking about being a stalker. I'm talking about being thorough. I'm talking about being thorough. I'm talking about just kind of doing a little investigation, right? Little Cagney and Lacey going on. If you know about Cagney and Lacey, right? I'm telling my age. Well, here it is. My husband and I are doing something, and you could go through the internet and they put up pictures of what you want to see and what they think, and you could read the reviews and you could do all of that. But it's different when you pull up. It is big time different when you pull up. You got to do that sometimes with your children. You got to follow them. You got to go to their school, see how they acting, see what their interactions are like. Stop just taking everything face value. Before the Lord, before the children of Israel, Bishop went into the land of milk and honey, Moses sent Joshua. They had spies. They had people to scout out the land, to give an assessment. And oftentimes we could take things face value. If you have the ability and the availability, before you get into something, drive by. You get ready to buy a home, you get ready to move into an apartment, you transition, go around that neighborhood at night. See what it looks like. In the morning, in the daytime, it might look one way. Ride around and see what the community, how are the other neighbors keeping up their property? Because that's going to say a lot. Look at the blinds. When my husband and I are looking or we got to move, we don't just look at that property. At one point, we lived in an apartment and I looked at the neighbors. That let me know about the leasing office. Was there a standard? Just like you could move in certain homes and they have an HOA where you have to pay a certain to keep certain standards. Sometimes that's good. It could be a little bit tedious. If you're going to start a business, find out your vendor. There are many, what's up, Tawana? There are many people that are going out of country, into Thailand, into China. Why? Because they want to meet the vendor. They want to put their hands on the product so that stops, your return policy, cancellation, disgruntled customers. If you have the ability to show up and see, you go into a dinner or you having a party, don't just go off of social media. It might seem irrelevant. You might be like, PM, what you talking about? Because some of that stuff is not real. Some of that stuff is ops. And today, hey, Cindy, I love you. We stopped in to a vendor we were looking at, and we were like, the price wasn't, as good as the other vendors that we have. So we were able to price compare. We were able to look at the quality of what they have and then look at the selection and figure out, okay, we might use them for this, but we have another vendor for that, right? Oftentimes we just go by and a big event and you like, I just bought it from this vendor, I don't know, but you didn't know that their clothes were cut big, or maybe you didn't know that was a shady vendor. You got to just do the homework. Even when it's people, the Bible says that what's up, Tina? You got to know them that labor amongst you before you bring them close, before they become your bestie and they cousin and all of that. It's good, but do a little background check. You know what I mean? Watch them. See how they operate. One thing I love, Cindy, I like to watch people and look at how they treat the people that they think are the least. I want to see how you treat the one that's at the register. Oh, I know I pastor a church, but I want to see how you treat Sister Usher. That's going to tell me a lot about your character. It's good to treat me as the pastor or maybe as the CEO. You're going to always want to treat me and speak well. But what I'm looking at and what I'm looking for while you're like tagging and sharing this conversation, Tina, how do you treat the one that doesn't have, the lights or the mic or doesn't have the all access pass? Are you treating them? That's going to say a lot about you. You know, people used to say, I'm watching how he treat his mama. If he ain't treating his mama right, I ain't fooling with him. If she don't treat her mama right, how do you treat older people? Do investigations. Give yourself some, a little setup. How is that? How do you interact with other people? Are you the person I bring you around and you just antisocial? I have an overwhelming personality. I don't meet any strangers, right? From a little girl, I've always made friends. My mom was a friendly person. She was a community person. We were taught, certain principles. It's better to, my mom used to say, the same energy it take you to frown, it take you to smile. So I'm a greeter like this by nature. I was a hairstylist for years. That's how I ate. So, and that was my profession. Just reach, hey, who does your hair? Oh, you look great. Does that make sense? You got to look at people and see, how do they act when other people come around? Before that becomes your one and only and your everlasting love, are you a social person? Do you know how to communicate? Can you mix with people? Or are you territorial? Are you like the dud in the room, right? If that's not for you. The reason why, because Danya, we could stop a lot of stuff happening in our life if we investigated. Read the fine lines. Read the reviews. Some stuff will tell you size up, run small. I love it. I read stuff. I'm 5'11". So if it says it's tall girl friendly and then they put up 5'11", 6 feet, we good. There are some outfits that I bought and it's average, but it's not tall girl friendly. I'm tall, so I need to hear from my tall girls in the back. You are a homeowner. You're looking to buy a home. Ride that community. See what's in that area. See how the neighbors keep their yards up. Don't just go by what's on the internet. Don't just go by what the realtor is saying. There are times that I've looked for a house. We were looking for a home. What's up, Meeks? And all of a sudden, Meeks, the neighborhood was like, what? We went around. I was like, I can't live here. And my husband and I don't have children, right? But there are neighborhoods that are nice. It is heavy on the children. You go through the neighborhood. In the day, you see basketball courts, you see yards up, you see bikes. That doesn't work for me because why? We don't have children right now, and I don't want to have to hear bouncies. I don't want to have to deal with all the ups and I don't want to, that's not for me. So when you do the investigation, when you just do a little run through mix, it could resolve something. Instead of you getting into something for 30 years and you are miserable, just do a little walk. Just do a little drive by, pull up. If you're going to a restaurant and you get ready to put on a big party, I know on the internet it looks good. But what about, hey, let me see how the food tastes. Even when you're doing a wedding, Tamika, they let you do a taste test, a food test. So what am I saying? Sometimes you are going to have to pull up. We've been in this place where we have date Mondays. And what we've been doing, Danya, Tamika, we've been going to places that have been advertised on TikTok. And those influencers be like, it's 10 out of 10. And when I tell you sometimes it's 2 out of 2, if that. You cannot go by what everyone says. Everyone's taste, expectation, end goal is different. You're going to have to find out for yourself. So this week we went to an empanada place and I thought it was very, very good. The service was good. The food was, does that make sense? But there were some people that were absolutely raving. When I got home to warm it up, it didn't warm up good. So that was like, I didn't like that. But at the moment in that space, 10 out of 10. Excellent. Loved it. Seasoned well, right? It just did not heat well. It just turned into something. I was like, this is weird. I don't like this, right? But because somebody said it doesn't mean it's gold. You've got to find out for yourself. You cannot take for face value, unless it's that relationship. I need you to hear this. Even people's opinion. To those that are faith-based people, those that are believers, those that love Jesus Christ. Somebody could say Jesus Christ didn't come through and you know him as an on-time God. You cannot take their testimony and hang your hat on it. You're going to have to try God for yourself. There's somebody that could say Jesus didn't come through, but they forgot to tell you they ain't open up the door. So now Jesus didn't come through. No, you didn't open up the door. But I want to let you know, you're going to have to find out for yourself. You cannot take everybody's word as Bible. You cannot take it as the final. You can't. You might, there's some women that could say that there was a man that was a dog. He was a whore. He was a dog. He's a liar. He's a narcissist. And Susie might not know nothing about that. See, you might have had him when he was young and dumb, and you was young and dumb. And that testimony that you have is 100%. There is another woman that could say, he's been excellent. He's been mature, never missed a beat. He takes care of all of our kids. He's amazing. He's a great. That doesn't mean that what you said is not true. That is your point of reference. That is your relationship. Somebody else has a different experience. And I wanted to encourage somebody that's living life through somebody else's perspective, somebody else's pain, somebody else's, vision, and you ain't really living because you heard it through Aunt Bunny. You ain't really got into the deep because Mama told you that 6 feet is too. Mother Davis, listen, we are going to have to get in the water of life. We are going to have to get in the trenches. Somebody might go through something and it could take them 20 years and it might take me 2 minutes. How God do? He might take people are thrifting every day. It's a thing now. And somebody else throws something out and it's garbage. To somebody else, it's treasure. There's a guy recently, Cindy said, you need to step out and find out. Absolutely. Let me tell you something. I watched this the other day. There's a young guy. He went to the thrift shop like in California and he found for $3.07 Wilt Chamberlain's original jacket. One of his originals. That $3.07 that somebody just threw away brought this young guy $90,000. Did they not buy it? Did the Smithsonian, they done took Wilt Chamberlain, got the measurement, and they were like, this is an original Wilt Chamberlain, I think Lakers jacket, the yellow and the purple. They bought his jacket. So $307, someone trashed it. Somebody else bought it, and it brought him wealth. But guess what? He had to get in. He had to look at it in a different perspective and say, this ain't trash, but this right here is a gem. Someone else let go of Wilt Chamberlain's jacket that was worth $90,000. Somebody else bought it for $307. Right? And it looked like it was trash. What am I saying to you? Someone else's experience in life could be horrible. Somebody's experience with Jesus could be, not favorable. You cannot make that your narrative. You've got to experience it, or like Cindy said, you got to get out there yourself. Mother says so true. Each experience is different. I can't go by, they did that, so it's never going to happen. There are times that you could go to a restaurant, like I told you, and them influencers will be like, yeah. You be like, the cold water was hot. And then there's somebody that can say, I hated it. And you'll be like, oh my God, I loved it. My palate is different. My expectation is different. What I ordered is different. So it's going to be a different experience. You got some women that say, I would never do a man. I hate men. There's no good men. And you like, baby, no. You just didn't get the right one. You dancing with the devil. You done got perverted. You confused. You're delusional. Does that make sense? Don't you hang up your hat. This is the lunch that we're having. Don't you allow everybody's experience. It's good to get wisdom. It's good to get counseling. But guess what? You got to go by what God said. You got to use your discernment. And guess what? It might be what they said, but that doesn't mean that you're going to end up the same way they did. Oh, it could be a horrible experience, but it could be my launching pad. It could be my stretching. It could be my next. And I want to just let you know, life is so precious. Don't live your life through somebody else's lens. Oh, you got to write that. Live life to the fullest. Live life. So if somebody asks me, I could be like, do you like corn? Well, my mama says she don't like corn. You don't really know if you like corn or not. Your mom told you don't like corn. Have you ever experienced corn? I never did, because once my mom said, you might love corn. I know a brother that his mom told him he was allergic to seafood. He never ate lobster, shrimp, none of that. He was never allergic. She told him that. Huh? And there might have been a time he was, but he outgrew it. Do you know that there's times you can outgrow as you go allergic reaction or something that you're allergic to? It could grow. It could, it doesn't mean it's lifetime. Some reactions, right? Some certain things you could grow out of. So all the time, y'all, Midday family, he's thinking, I cannot eat shellfish. I cannot eat lobster. His wife eats it, loves it. All the time he's sitting there engaging with her, but separated. Why? Because what his mom said. Done did a test to come to find out he is not allergic to shellfish. He's allergic to, like, I think dust or dust mites. He's like, my mom told me that. So he took it. She ain't mean no harm. Mama doing the best she can. But guess what? Thank God that he went and checked it out. Thank God he found out for himself. Now he's able to enjoy. Now he's been able to engage. There are many of us that are listening to what the culture is saying or what the time is saying. Isaac did not do that, Danya D. I need y'all to hit like, tag, and share. Isaac did not do it. The Bible says that there was a sore famine in the land, Mother Davis, but Isaac sowed in the famine. What does that mean? Isaac did not go by the culture. He didn't go by the time. He didn't go by the Democrats or the Republicans. Isaac went by what he knew in a famine where nothing is growing, nothing is producing, nothing is living. He sows. That's almost impossible. That's almost like a waste of seed. But if you do it God's way, the Lord God that said, I'll put a river in a desert. You hear me? He did it. He went against the odds. And the Bible says, I didn't say this, y'all, on midday. The Bible says that in the same year, Isaac waxed great. That means that he increased when nobody else was increasing, when nobody was getting promoted, when nobody was leveling up. Isaac sows in a time, right, when it's down. That's like certain cultures. They don't shop in the season. They shop in the off season and get the best price. And let me just tell you, I'm one of those people. I like to buy. I done bought winter coats already. I done bought my boots already. Why? Because ain't nobody buying boots right now. Everybody's buying bathing suits. When they start to buying boots, I'm going to be buying bathing suits, right? So there is a time, the Ecclesiastes it talks about a time to sell, a time to grow, a time to die, a time to live. So here it is. There are some people that be like, ain't nothing going on. They just not in their season. Isaac aligned himself with what he knew and not what everybody else was doing. There were times in the Bible, Mother Davis, Bishop, Danya, people was eating each other. Famine, like now, no love. But there's somebody that said, I got nothing but love for you, baby. Does that make sense? Just because it seems like it's not going to grow. It seems like it's not the time. When God gives you something, he gives you he gives you an inkling. You better move with that. Everybody could be like, nah, I wouldn't do it. That's what you want. You don't want everybody to jump in. Does that make sense? I remember, and I'm just going to let you go. I remember when I started doing midday 4 years ago. Are we going on 5 maybe, Shandi? And everybody was doing night services. They were doing, because everybody was home. And the Lord gave me midday with Marcella. It's been 5 years. It wasn't long before people start going back to work. So at nighttime, it was almost like everybody's online. But when the world opened back up, people start leaving, but they had to go back to work. And many of you have been with me at midday because now you're at work. Some people take their lunch in the middle of the day to hang with me, to hear what God is saying. So when it all looked like it was open and this was the time the Lord gave me in the middle of the day. And I'm like, what? Because in the middle of the day, people were not getting on. They were more apt to get on at night, like you're watching a TV show. It was open for me, and we've still been here. And many of you are still at work, watching, logging in, shaking your head, can't comment, but you're still here. You've got to know that with somebody else's testimony, somebody else's trial, somebody else's, end is not yours. Investigate, do your homework, get in, read the reviews, show up. All the kids are doing good. Let me go see what mine is doing. Let me see what's going on. And you might see that everybody's doing good, but yours is doing exceptional. And you might make a decision and say, my child needs to be in another environment. This is a hindrance. This is not productive. It ain't going to be long before they start doing bad. Make a decision to pull up, to show up, to do the work. Don't you live your life by everybody else's opinion, their statuses, and their thought. Huh? I just want to share that. Tina, Tamika, sometimes people, I don't even know. You ain't lived. I don't care if you're married. There's certain things. I love my husband's opinion. I think he's the wisest person. He's like Solomon. But guess what? There are certain things that I got to experience. He's got to experience. I could tell my husband, no. Sometimes he'll say, honey, let's get up and go. And I'll be like, I don't think it's a good time. I get on the road. We get to going. We get to doing what we do. Grown folks talking, loving each other. And I'm like, oh, honey, thank you. This is just what I needed. Imagine if he would have went by what I was talking about, because I didn't feel like packing another suitcase. We wouldn't have had that experience. And then there are moments where he doesn't want to do some of the stuff that I want to do. And when he finished, he'd be like, Suge, that was such a good idea. That was a good idea. But I'll be firm on it. I'll be like, we need to do something new. I don't want to do that. I want to do something else. I want to see you in another way. I want to have fun, fun, fun. And then at the end of the day, but imagine if we went by what maybe the numbers said, if we went by what our feelings were saying, days I don't feel like packing. I'll be like, that's just being lazy. That's just being honest. But once I get to going, we gone. And we've made memories. And we've had a good time. Take God at his word. Do the investigating. Find out, what is it that you like? What is it that you don't like? What are you investing with your business? Go put your hands on a product before you sell it. Make a relationship, develop a relationship with your vendor. What is your quality? What kind of hair does it shed? If you're going to get into the hair business, does it shed? Does it color? How many times can it be used? These are questions. And the only way you're going to find that out is that you develop. You're going to have to get out the boat. Because people will tell you anything behind that computer. People will tell you anything. Kids, when they know, I cleaned up. You got to be like, oh, Mother Davis. You got to be like them old school mothers like mine. We throw stuff under the bed. And my mother come flip the bed and said, you ain't cleaned up nothing. Because when you clean up, you don't take it from one place to the other. You got to do a walkthrough. Does that make sense? Some people could say they cleaned up, but they never took the garbage out. The drain is full, the dishes. When you say clean up to me, everything is done. Cleaned up, stove right down. I come downstairs and the dishes are still in the sink or the garbage. This is not completely clean. This is not, no. So parents, back in the day, flip the mattress, open the drawers, the closet, everything come out. Let's get to it. Come on, let's get to it. This ain't right. We hiding stuff. I want to encourage you to make sure that you do the investigation for the thing that God has called you to do or what you're in pursuit of. Go forward. Do a ride through. Talk to his mother. Talk to her kids. My mother be off. You'll learn a lot. Sometimes you don't know they might be taking something. You don't know that they need a little assistance till you start talking and you be like, okay, good to know. Put that in your pocket so you can make a sober decision. You know what I mean? Ask questions. David asked the Lord. David asked the Lord. In 1 King Samuel, the Amalekites came in and took everything, devastation. It's just a bad time. Everybody was just going through. Instead of David mourning, David started asking questions. He said, shall I pursue these raiders? Should I go after them? Is this going to be a hit? Is this going to be recovery? Am I wasting my time? Am I putting myself out there? And the Lord said that you shall recover all. He said, go after them and you surely shall recover all. Gosh. And he did. So many of us think that we got to just accept it. I ain't going to say anything. Yeah, I want to know. I want to see about this brand. I want to see about this shoe company, anything. How do they run? When I go to buy some, I ask the shoe salesperson if there's one available. How does this brand run? And they'll tell me some of these shoes run small. That's all I need to know. I don't want no trouble. Give me enough. Do you got a look-alike? What's up, Lisa? Yeah. Do the investigating. Do the work. Ask the questions. Ask yourself the hard questions. And guess what? Live life. Find out for yourself. Don't be one of those people that woulda, coulda, and shoulda. No, I'm going to find out. Do you like chicken? I do like chicken. I don't. Why? Because chicken makes me sick or I don't like the way it's cooked. You got to have an answer. Just, I don't know. Whatever you like, whatever they said, I don't know. Do you know Sally? I don't like Sally. You ever met Sally? No. Has Sally ever said anything to you? No. I don't like the way Sally looked. What day? What did she look like? What offended you? Was it you or her? But have you had a conversation with Sally? There's some people that don't like some people that I know. And I'm going to stand on business. They've never done that to me, but I get it. I can see what you're talking about, but I've never experienced that. Does that make sense? And then you learn for yourself. I know the boundary. There are many of us that don't know, and we will not take the time to find out. And you could be missing out on your blessing, your next and your now. And I want to be the one to encourage you. Get on in there and find out. Get on in there. Step out the boat. Stop living through somebody else's narrative. What they think about Jesus is not, he's a liar. He's just a prophet. You know what I mean? He's just like me. What are you talking about? Did you read your Bible? Find out for yourself. Know him for yourself. That's all. That's all I have to say. Sister Betty, it's the truth. Meeks, it's the truth. People will say, God knows my heart. And then you like, I know him for myself. I ain't judging nobody, but what I know for him and how he do me and what we got set up, this is what I'm going by. People could know people, but do you know him? Do you know what you want? You want a husband to come and whisk you off your feet and vomit. Do you know what you like? Find out. Stop waiting for him to come. And then your passport ain't never, you don't even own the passport. I want a man to take me around the world. Well, it would be good if he said what part of the country you like, and you got a point reference. I've been to Milan. I've seen this. I like Greece. I like Aruba. Like, I like the Caribbean. It's not that I don't like other parts of the world. I like the Caribbean, but I'm still in search, if you ask me, because that's what I know. Right? So there's other doors and opportunities that, that I'm venturing out of. I got on my little wish list. But there are some of us that want all of this, but you don't even know. You don't even know. So if he does it, if he comes, or if they come, or it comes, or whatever, do you know? What's up, best friend? I know one thing, my best friend is on. Hey, bestie. Listen, my best friend is an entrepreneur. She's doing her good thing. I'm so super duper proud of her. And one thing, just like my best friend, she does a daycare, and these children are just, lives are changing. She already know I'm not child friendly. Unless I know the kids, that's not my thing. That's not my jeu, right? So she knows. And we know if it's kids, send them to her. She's going to be able to work that out. She has the patience. She has the grace for it, right? So because she likes kids, does that mean I like kids? No, I love kids, but I don't have the grace for that. And then just because I get into women's ministry, that's not her grace, to the level that I do it. But the deal is that you've got to be able to know what you like. You got to be able to and stand on it. I like that. I don't like that. I'm not willing to try, but this is my deal. Does that make sense? My husband, and I'm getting ready to go, Sister Betty, my husband, just like today, he stopped at a little gas station and got him some potato wedges, right? I am never mad at him. He does good with those little spots. That really ain't my thing. I want to tell you that. I'm not opposed to it. I understand you could get you some good food, right? But when we went to go get something to eat, I just said, no, thank you. Right? And sometimes people will say, you being bougie. There were moments that I've missed it and it's been good. But today I was just like, no, thank you. And I stand on that. That guess what? I have no problem with it. But my preference is that I would like to sit down. I would like something else. He loves it. That's his thing. Does that make sense? He'll stop at a food truck. There's nothing wrong with it. But if you ask Pastor Marcella, you ask PM, I'm going to say something else. And it doesn't have to be 5-star. It doesn't have to have China. It doesn't. But I might not be used to it, right? I come from New York. Back in the day, you had a little restaurant and you get a little spot. So I could just be caught up in that. But the bottom line is I'm able to say why I don't like it. Not just, I don't like it, but you don't know if you like it or not. What do you like? I don't know. Whatever you like. And that's the easiest way to get suckered. The enemy could get you because you don't really know. That's the easiest way that you could take a counterfeit. When you know there's a standard there, there's a voice there, there's a demand there, there's an awareness. So on midday today, I wanted to say, don't dumb your voice down. You don't like it? Stand on why you don't like it. I like tea over coffee. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That makes you you. I don't know. I never had tea. I don't know. My mama don't like tea, so I don't like tea. But what your mama don't, and that's fine. But what about you experiencing life for yourself? What about you knowing so that you could blossom and that you could grow and not live a life like woulda, coulda, shoulda? I'm going to say this and I'm going to go. And we're going to get together next week. Time waits on no man. And then sometimes we don't know. We got to grace a time to do something. We think we could always double back and double dip. Sometimes you got to get in there and just be like, yo, I'm going to do that. I'm going to make that decision. I'm going to change that. You know what I mean? And do it. And if you don't like it, change it back if you can. You know? That's all. Sister Betty, I just want to tell you that. Best friend! Absolutely love you. So proud of you. Thank you for joining midday. To everybody that's on, that's been rocking this whole week. Remember, we're taking our frustration and turn it into fuel. And today we are concluding. We are concluding this amazing week that we've gathered with, guess what? I'm going to take the time to find out for myself, to every entrepreneur, to every person that's relational, do a little bit of homework. Put a little skin in the game, you know what I mean? And find out, do you like that? You know, I remember, I love pink lipstick. I love oranges, right? That's my deal. And certain people might say, you could look good. I know I do like it, but I don't love it. Why? Because I think orange gives me that sun spice. I love the way that just does well with my undertone. I got a reason why. I understand why. I'm not just going by somebody said to me, you too dark to wear red. I used to live by that. I don't wear red. Why? Because that looked like Jezebel. Jezebel is not a look, it's a spirit. You too dark for red. No, I'm not. Red and chocolate works, honey. It's just like, I had to learn that, to pull my life off the shelf of what other people might not have been successful from, and do it the way God called me to do it. Own it, present it, and then and only then, when you own it and make it your own, marriage might have never worked in your family. When you get the right one that God sends for you and y'all do it the right way, oh, it's gonna cultivate. It's gonna curate something. It's gonna be loving the air. But if you go by, no, we don't never get married. We strong women with it. Wait a minute. That was then and that was them. That doesn't mean it's you. Live your life. You got so much to go to live for, so much to give. And I want to just tell you, Midday family, to those that received this conversation, I'm super excited about your next, about your elevation, about your press, about your blossom. I really am, about your breakthrough and your breakout at the same time. Girl, you bad and you need to go. Sir, you are it. And you need to take that time to find out exactly what it is and what's it and who's it, and go for it. Because there's going to be a day it's going to be done. And only what we do for God is going to last, right? Only what we do. So I absolutely love you. Thank you guys for showing up for midday for the last few years, this whole week, for every like, tag, and share. Mother Davis, Sister Betty, Sister Danya, I love you guys. I love the midday family. Thank you for loving on me, helping me to grow and develop and blossom. I don't take it for granted that we could have this time together. I absolutely don't. I actually ran here today to get here, to get in this seat, to talk to you, because we had to talk about it. Somebody's pulling their whole life out apart and getting into living and finding out, I made a mistake. It's a lesson. It ain't the worst. It's going to get better. Those that want to sow today and say, I'm sowing on midday. I love this conversation. I love this talk. I love this whole atmosphere. I love you, PM. I love you right back. Go to $Fab Marcy70. Sow your seed right there. Thank you. Thank you for your partnership. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for pushing. Thank you for being amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We will be back. If this is your first time on midday, it will not be your last. No. I want you to hit like, tag, and share. Go subscribe to the page. And we'll be back next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock. We've been having a little bit of warfare, best friend, getting on, finding the broadcast, but I want you to know I'm here. If you can't get it on Facebook, go to YouTube, look up Marcella Book of Ministries, and then you're going to be able to connect. I can't do it without you. I need our connection. I need our time. So make sure if you don't get it on Facebook, run on over there to Facebook, log in, like, tag, and share, and bring a friend. The more, the merrier. Have an amazing week. Don't forget, find out who you are and what you're doing. Invest, investigate. It's going to be worth it. It's going to be worth it. Mwah. I absolutely love you. Have a great week.